So you're so accustomed to having your grades be out of 100 points that you think everything should be out of 100 points, but that's not even close to true. So, hey Cinda, I stole your power brick again, I'll bring it back. I'm such a bastard. We could agree on that, right? I'm a bastard. I might have recorded that. So, you get a warm-up back. You get a 4 out of 5 on it. Nobody has yet, but let's say you get a 4 out of 5 on the warm-up. Don't make that an 80% in your head. Because it's not. It's only worth 5 points. A point in this class is a point, whether it's on a warm-up, a homework, a lab, or an exam. They're all just 1 point here, 1 point there, 2 points here. So if you lose 3 points on a homework, first of all, remember, you have 6 free ones due to those rainy day coupons. So if you want to make yourself feel better, just donate 3 of those to that 7 and make it a 10. That's one way you can think about it. But don't kill yourself by making everything out of 100, because literally there are only 2 things in this class that are out of 100, and that's exam in week 6 and exam in week 12. That's it. Everything else is out of fewer points. Does that make sense? I just don't want you to get upset or nervous that like, oh my God, I got a 6 out of 10 on a homework, that's a 60. I'm like, no, that's a 6 out of 10. But that's a 60. I'm like, only if you're cheating statistics, yeah. But it's not, it's just, you lost 4 points. If you lost 4 points on a hard report exam, would you feel bad? Like if you got a 96 out of 100, would you be like, ah, crap?
No, it's still an A.
It's still an A, right? Well, losing 6 points on a homework is exactly the same number of points you've lost. It doesn't matter that it's out of 10. Your grade is based on an accumulation of points. Every week when I send you that progress report, which you'll get one, you'll probably get one today actually, because I have to take our son to the coast for a job shadow and a tour of a college. So I'm probably gonna get stuff done today. You'll probably get it later this afternoon. At the bottom of that, you see it. You've got this many points out of this many total. That's what your grade's based on. Doesn't matter where the points come from or where you might lose them from. So I'm just trying to tell you, put your mind at ease. Don't feel like I have to get a 10 out of 10 on everything and a 5 out of 5 on everything because that means it's 100. I'm like, okay, you can get a 5 out of 5, that's fine, but that's not 100 out of 100. That's 5 out of 5. They're only worth that little tiny bit. Does that kind of make sense? I know it's hard to think that way because so many classes don't operate that way. How many of you have been in a class where you take a quiz and it's out of like 19 points or some weird thing like that, and then you take it and then they turn it into a percentage?
Yeah.
And then later on, they say, okay, take all your quiz averages and multiply them by, 1 over 4.8 to knock it back down. Like, I just bypass all that. Everything's just out of the points it's worth, which I know takes some getting used to. Go ahead, John, please.
You don't do weighting?
They are weighted. That's the point. That's literally what I'm saying, brother. Your assignments are weighted by what they're worth. A warm-up is 5, a homework is 10, a lab is 25, an exam's 100. They're already weighted.
So the weight is accounted for in like the total and
Yeah.
so it's just you
Yes.
be a maximum of 200. You got 5 out of 7, now you can only get up to 198.
Sure, whatever the total point value is worth, sure. Something like that. Yeah, I mean, I just take care of the weights by making them worth that much.
So we have to do this weird funny weighted math?
No, and I do the math for you anyway. All I ask you to check every Friday, or in this case Wednesday, look at the progress report, make sure the numbers on it match what I've given back to you. That's all I ask you to check. I do all the math. You know what the math in my Excel grade book is? Add up all your points and divide by the total possible points. That's literally your grade. There's no goofiness going on. It's the simplest possible way to grade, and I'm the only person I think in the country that does it. It's so weird. Now I have convinced Julie Schmidt does it now, I think that way in 98. I won her over, even though she kicks my ass on pull-up contests. And I think Jackie Coe does it in 98. So I'm slowly winning people over as they realize how much easier it is. And it's actually better for y'all because it makes you appreciate where the full value is. Like, would you rather get half the points on a warm-up? I'm switching away from raw points now and talking about fractions. I know we hate fractions, it's one of those F words. Would you rather lose half the points on a warm-up or lose half the points on an exam? You did that very quickly, didn't you, Hannah? But isn't 50% 50%? No. Not if one's out of 5 and one's out of 100. You see what I'm saying? Percentages are misleading. We had a whole lab on this. Actually, we had a couple labs on it in 98 about the turtles.
Yeah.
Why? The turtles lab was the whole theme of the turtles lab was you can't just treat percentages like they're raw numbers because they're not. So I just avoid them altogether, except for your final grade. The grade you get on Friday or Wednesday today, that is a percentage because you have more than 100 points now, and I'm just combining everything as we go. Hannah.
I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Is that going to
who worry all the time about doing well on tests. Do you have any advice on that? Like,
As a recovering Catholic,
yeah.
as a father of an almost 18-year-old, and as a person who's 1/8 French Canadian, I worry all the goddamn time. I literally worry all the time. I spend most of my time worrying that something's gonna go wrong. Also, childhood trauma. That does a good number on that too. Constantly waiting for the other shoe to fall. So you got childhood. I got a whole bunch of baggage weighing me down. The best way to avoid, at least mathematically, not in life, but mathematically, is don't punt. This is the big thing I see COCC students do. When they get nervous, they lock up and they pull within themselves. You got to train yourself to reach out at that point, either to me, your group, your people, the tutoring center. You got to reach out to those people at that time. You hear me? You better be. God, my hand looks huge right there. Meow, meow. Anyway, reach out. Don't lock down. A lot of students want to give up right then, like, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it. You can do it. Hopefully in 3 weeks we've given you that, like, you can do this. I know you can. I believe in you. But you got to convince yourself of that. So just reach out at that point. Because sometimes all it takes is you to reach out to knock that one domino over, and then the next domino falls automatically. But you got to reach that first domino first. Is that
I think so.
good? Good. It's probably not the answer. You probably wanted me to be like, go to this book and read from pages 17 to 25. There's no magic pill, and it's not the same for everybody. But the biggest thing I see is when students lock in within themselves. They get locked within themselves. Like, don't do that. Reach out. You're not an island in these classes. You're not by yourself. You're part of a learning community, right, Maud? That's right, baby. Maud knows. They do that in France too. Cool? So just don't worry, and talk to me if you are worried. Reach out, like talk to me directly if you are worried.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right, all right. Any other questions before we get into today? Nah? Okay, let's do next. Next week's the project, right?
Yes.
Thursday.
The 16th.
The 16th, yes. The 6th, October 16th.
Whatever day that is.
Whatever day that is, Thursday, yeah. So is it going okay? 3 main problems. Make sure, just keep looking at it. Keep looking at it and ask questions if you get stuck. Remember, you're not on an island and I am approachable.
Okay.
Always ask me questions if you want to. Keep working on that. I gave you the take home. Kyle, I gotta get you a hard copy. There might be one up here. We'll have to look in this pile. That's not due for a couple weeks past. That's week 6. That's like, I think it's mischief night we decided, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
mischief night, the 30th. Okay, other than that, just keep kicking ass. How are your other classes going? They going okay? Things going okay? Maybe? Okay, cute. I'm gonna pair you up for this warm up again, so one warm up for 2 people. I'll try to split this up evenly. We're sitting in even numbers today. This is beautiful. If you guys choose, you can decide who cares with whom.
In your other classes, do you want to listen?
No, we ended up cutting some of those questions, remember? Yeah, we ended up just doing the ones we could do. I have another note sheet for you with more problems on it. Can I give it to you?
Helps me focus
I'll
better.
let you decide who cares with whom.
I like getting
Yeah.
All right, you badasses. I want to give a pair of dice to each pair. Has anybody played craps before? Nobody? Good, you're going to learn today. Oh, that is right, buddy blue. Holy shit, I didn't even notice that. Look at that. That's hilarious. I didn't even realize that. You got the whole colors. Let's see, we got, yellow. Okay, yellow. All right. I see a lot of silver. I see a lot of blue. Okay, my dear friends. Oh, we need to. Oh my God, Travis. Have I told you how much I'm the worst? It's recovering Catholic talking. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn how to play craps today, and then we're gonna, through the course of the first half of the class today, we're gonna see why this game exists in casinos. Because that's where it exists. Just like a roulette wheel, which we'll also look at today. And we're not gonna look at one-arm bandits, although they operate on the same principle. And by the end of the day, we're gonna see how all of this is just like the insurance that you pay every month. Whether it's on your car, or for your health insurance, or for your life insurance, whatever you're buying insurance for, it's all the same principle as a game of craps, which is kind of crazy to think about, but we're gonna see how it all ties together. This is the big second day of expected value. Okay, so here's how you play craps. I think the best way to do this is just to start playing and then explain as we go. So we're gonna have each team, one of your people, grab your pair, and just roll, and see what you get. Okay, now here's how we're gonna do this it's a piecewise game. Did anybody just roll a 7 or an 11? If you add the numbers together, either a 7 or an 11. If you roll a 7 or an 11, on the first roll, you win. You just won your game of craps. You just won. And on our bet, the bet that we're gonna analyze, I would hand you $10. I can't actually do this in class. I tried to hit Philadelphia, that's why I now teach in Oregon. So you all just won. Okay, so you all just sit tight. Did anybody roll a sum of 2, 3, or 12? Okay, 2, 3, or 12? You all unfortunately just lost. You win nothing. Sorry. Everybody else, you either rolled a sum of 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10. Okay, I myself rolled a 6. Our game is not over yet. So the people that rolled 7 or 11, y'all won $10. People that rolled 2, 3, or 12, y'all lost your bet. We are not done yet. Here's the next sequence of rolls.
Is this the actual crack?
This is literally, it's called a pass line bet in craps, Brady. I'm teaching you how to do a pass line bet. There's many different kinds of bets. We're doing what's called the pass line. It's the most popular bet, and you'll see why by today. Appreciate you. Great question. Okay. You're gonna roll again, and again if necessary, until one of two things happen. The sum that you just rolled is called your point. So who has a point of 4? Anybody have, okay, point of 4, good. Who has a point of 5? 5, good. I have a point of 6. Does anybody else have a point of 6? Us, okay, us. A point of 8, okay, 8s. Is that everybody? Are there any 9s or 10s? Okay, that's everybody. So keep your point in your head. You're gonna roll your dice again until either you get the same sum or you get a 7. Everybody following that? So keep your point in your head. Everybody roll your dice one more time. No, if you got a 7, your game's done. Y'all won. Just drink your free drinks and enjoy it. Okay. Now, everybody that rolled again with your points, I just rolled a sum of 7. You know what that means? I lost. 7's bad. I know, Travis, it's a goofy game. 7's bad on anything except the first roll. Once you get past the first roll, you don't want a 7. So I just lost. Did anybody else roll a sum of 7? We're out. We lost our bet. Sorry, Travis. Sorry, Q. Bad. Y'all, did anybody roll their point? If you rolled your point, you won. So you just won $10. Everybody else that was rolling for points, did you not roll your point or a 7? Your game's not over yet. Roll again. Okay, what happened? Did you get your point? Did you get a 7? Game's not over. Did you get your point? Did you get a 7? Game's not over. Point nor 7? Game's not over. Roll again. Oh. Okay, what'd you get? 9, which is not your point. Game's not over. 9, which is not your point. Game's not over. Which was your point or no? Game's not over. Roll again. You got your point? You got your point, you won. Yes. Okay, not done yet. Not done yet. Roll again. You see the rules? Keep rolling. What'd you get? Shit. I lost our bet. Damn it. What was y'all's point? That's okay. What's your point? 9. Keep rolling.
Our point is 6.
Your point is 6. I'm sorry. Keep rolling. Roll either 6 or 7. 6! That means you won. $10. So you see right there, John?
Does your multiplier for your winnings go up or down?
No, not at all, brother, and we're going to talk about that briefly, because we have not even talked about what we win. We're just talking about winning or losing right now, right? Remember, it's a great question. Appreciate it. Expected value is all about two things. It's about the likelihood of winning and how much you win. We're not even talking about that yet. We'll come, I mean, I kind of mentioned it to you. You win $10, you win $10. I haven't even told you what you bet yet. We haven't even discussed that. So let's just worry about winning or losing. Everybody, you see on your warm-up, let's actually use this as data. You see on your warm-up sheet, there's that little brick of across the top, keep track of wins and losses for player 1 and player 2. We're going to play these 20 times each. Let's write down a W or an L if you won or lost. Everybody remember if they won or lost? Stick a W or an L in there. Keep track of that. And then we're going to play one more round together to see how. I want to make sure this is a goofy ass game, is it not? There's a lot of moving parts. I want to make sure, and I actually made a flow chart for it. I'll put it on the board here in a second to keep track of it. Okay, everybody, we're going to. Oh, Travis, go.
If you roll an 11 after the first roll, lose also?
No. Travis asked a very, very good question. Did you hear his question? He said, let's suppose you get through the first roll, which means you roll a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10. There are only two things you're interested in at that point. You have to keep rolling the dice until you either get your point or a 7. 11, nothing. Snake eyes, nothing. Boxcars, nothing. 3, nothing. Any other point, nothing. That's why y'all kept picking your dice up and rolling again. Those dice don't mean anything. Those outcomes are they have a name and I forget what it is in craps, but they're just meaningless. It's a crazy game because what's good becomes bad very quickly. Okay, let's play another round together. Is that okay? Okay, everybody, pick up your dice. We are resetting. This is a brand new game. We've bet again. We're rolling. Let me know what you got. Who got 7s or 11s? Raise hands. Okay, Kathy got a 7. Evan got a 7. Ari got a 7. We got 3 7. Okay, you all put a W in one of those boxes. You just won.
Wait, I don't understand my question.
John, question.
7-11 is losing.
No, 7-11 in the beginning is winning.
2 and 3 is losing.
2 and 3 and 12. Did anybody get 2, 3, or 12 on that first? Damn it. That's a loss. Shit, that's called crapping out. I'm going to put it up on the board. I got a flow chart. That'll help. John, this is goofy. This is goofy. Okay, 2, 3, or 12. Sorry, that's not L.
I won.
Y'all that got 7s, 11s, 2, 3s, or 12s, your game is over. Everybody else got a point, right? Where are my 4s? Where are my 4s? Anybody get 4s? No 4s. 5s? Okay, we got 5s. 6s? Where are my 6s? 6. Where are my 8s? That's me. I got an 8. Me and Carlos. Where are my 9s? 9s again. And where are my 10s? You got 6s last time. Where are my 10s? Okay, you know the drill, right? If you have a point, you keep rolling. I'm gonna roll again. 10, meaningless. Remember, keep rolling until your point or your 7. 5, meaningless. 6, meaningless. 4, meaningless. 7, shit, I lost. How are we doing with the points? Are any points still playing? We won. Okay, some points won, but mark it if you won or lost on there. Let me put up on the screen. I actually have a flow chart of this. It's a pain in the ass, but it's a very popular game in Vegas. Probably because they keep bringing you free drinks while you're playing it. People get sloshed and knackered, and they lose track of what's that, Travis?
It's exciting to watch.
Oh, it is, because not everybody is betting the same way. Sometimes you can bet against the roller. All right, we're gonna take this out.
So that's the trick in Vegas. You go to the casino with like $10 and you get all the drinks you want, and you just went to the bar.
You just. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit so it fits better. Some of this, oh god.
I'm not a gambler. I'm just a poor alcoholic.
You're an economist.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, give me 1 sec. I wanna put. There we go. Talk to me, Hannah. Go.
We're both kind of confused.
Go ahead.
I think what's like making us both confused is looking at the boxes on the warm-up. Are we supposed to just track what you said, like just whether we're winning or losing?
That's it. Literally winning or losing.
Okay.
If you want I want W's and L's, or wins and losses. Because what we're gonna do is, once you all play 20 games each, we're gonna collate all that data together and see how we did.
So any of the like dice that we rolled that you get a point for, you don't want us to buy, right?
No. I don't want you to write the point. I want you to keep track of the point in your head.
Oh, okay.
And then keep playing until you either win or lose. You do realize, once you start playing the game of craps, you're either gonna win or you're gonna lose. What makes it goofy is there's 2 ways to win and 2 ways to lose. You can win on the first roll, or lose on the first roll. Or you can win on a number of rolls or lose on. What's the least number of rolls it takes to finish this game? 1. You might win or lose on the first roll. What's the most number of rolls it takes to finish the game? Technically, there isn't. This game could go on forever. Longest craps game, I Googled it once. I believe it lasted 4 hours. The same game. Woman just kept rolling, and I think she ended up losing too. Talk to me, Savannah. Oh, you don't know the oven does? Get your damn thing. Look at that damn. I'm gonna throw that thing away. Thank you, Savannah.
Is there data?
Nah, it's fine. Because you're gonna do it like 18 more times now, and that 2 that you rolled. That was a failed experiment. I felt my dice. 6? But you can't see this. Hang on. Here's the flow chart. It might make it worse. There's your flow chart. That's how you play craps. You're gonna bet? Well, you're not gonna bet. We're not gonna worry about that today, because that's why I had to leave Philadelphia. You're gonna roll. Everybody, bear with me here. Unless you're good. If you're good, just play. You're gonna roll. On that roll, if you get a 7 or 11, you win. If you get a 2, 3, or a 12, you lose. If you get anything else, that's your point. And then you roll again. And again if necessary. If you get your point, you win. If you get a 7, you lose. If you get something else, you just keep going back until one of those 2 things happens. Fair? Go. Give me some data, damn it. Hopefully you can see this okay. I should probably stretch it out and make it bigger this way. Sorry. Oh, you wrote an 11 on the come out roll. Very good. That's a good thing. Don't forget those 11s on the come out rolls. Those are good. On the first roll, if you get an 11, you win. And a 7. 47. It's a good thing.
I'm starting to see that. Okay, that's
Is this okay, John? You buying this? Kincaid, it's just decent. Yeah, I know. It's definitely. I'm amazed that people in casinos that are as drunk as they are can actually understand this stuff. Honestly, it's amazing. I'm gonna return some papers while you are playing. Yes. Bring religion into it. Bring her up and say, Jesus.
What is happening here?
Great.
For the record, that number is correct though.
Oh, yeah, that's why I put out of 36. You just didn't need the rest of the problem. Well, it's all good. Again, remember. He was actually awake. Chris Slater and Ryder. Chris. Who enjoys crafts? Are we enjoying it? Oh, yeah. Kind of fun, yeah? Kind of fun. Especially because I'm not making you pay for it. We'll talk about that later. That's a silly to you. So on your first roll, so 8, you're not done. That's your point. And you keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep going. 6 doesn't matter. 8 or 7. That's what you're doing. Shit. Damn. 7's bad at the end. Oh, you trying to figure out? Oh, shit, yeah, you are. It gets weird. After the first roll. You can probably figure out what's the chance you win on the first roll. 7 or 11. 8 out of 36. You got that right. What's the chance you lose on the first roll? It's not that. It's just 4. Snake eyes, 3 or 12. So 1, 2, and 1. 4. So there's a 1. Think about that. There's an 8 on the that's where it starts getting okay. And that's where we're getting our now. So you hold this thought, Travis Treasury, I'm not gonna lie, Carlos Treasury both. I want you to hold this thought, because if we have time, we'll see how time goes. We can actually establish that probability. It is a bare calculation. But it can be done. Let's have to adjust. Have you guys had points already this year when you roll something other than, for example, 8 right here, right here. So that is not in that additional 1/3 probability. Because that's not a 7, it's not a 2, it's not a 2, it's not a 3, it's not a 4. It's one of the other things, right? So now, what's the chance that I win at this point? Now, here's the question. We'll walk away. I want you to think about this. At this point, I have rolled. There's only 2 outcomes that I care about at this point. Either getting my 8, which is a good thing, or getting a 7, which is a bad thing. So how many outcomes are there? Not 36 outcomes. For this point, if you roll an 8, there aren't 36 outcomes anymore. There are only... Well, okay, so Carlos just said, he said 2. That's correct. But how many different ways did those outcomes happen? How many different ways those outcomes happen? How many 8s and how many 7s? There's 11. I'm about to get the final check. It goes to 11. It goes to all. So there's 11 outcomes. How many are 8s? 5. Chance of winning on a point of 8 is 5 out of 11. Versus 6 out of 11 to lose. But you also have to work at Goofy's fault. You also have to roll the 8 off the bat first. which is the 5 out of 36. So it's a very strange. You see what I'm saying? It's a weird calculation. It's not the kind of thing to do in class because it's such a one-off probability. But it's fun to do with each roll. Exactly. 4 is the same as 10, 5 is the same as 9, and 8 is the same as 6. But you have to first roll the roll, and then roll it again. And that's where it gets interesting. That's where it's tough. We can do it if we have time. We'll get into it. Yeah, for sure. Are we done playing?
Yeah.
We have all our games in? I don't hear any more rolls. Oh, Hannah ends.
Thank you.
Here we go. All right, all right. Oh, my last game. Ah, shit, is that a loss?
Yeah.
Yeah. Opening roll. Yeah. 3. Yeah, that's 3. Okay, now here comes the data collection. As you were playing, I counted you all. There are 22 of you in the room today. I didn't play, so 22. Each of you played 10 games. That's 220 total trials that we played. Cool? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to look at your row, and I want you to hold up with fingers how many wins you got in your row. You might need 2 hands. If you won more than 5 times, you might need 2 hands to show me that. So, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to walk around and count up how many total wins we got. Oh my gosh.
In both of us, or
Just your 10. Each of you, because you need to be able to show me no more than 10, and we only have 10 fingers. So we're going to come around. Each of you show me how many wins you got, and I'm going to come around and I'm going to add as I go. This is where you start to see Sean's brain shut down. Yes, exactly. All right. It's smoke. You smell smoke, it's okay. 8, 14, 19, 24. That's so far. 29, 37, 44. How many wins? 44. How many wins? 6, 50, thank God. 55, 60, 65, 69. Oh, that's both of you guys together? 69 total? Love it. 73, 75, 80, 85, 86. Ooh, very good. 94, 94, 102, 106, 113. Is that you both total? 113. 113. Oh, did I? Oh, 118. 123. I don't think we derailed Sean's brain. 123. Fair? Okay, good. Thank you. That was fun. That wasn't as painful as it usually is. Sometimes it's worse. Carlos, you almost derailed me, baby. Okay, we won 123 times. Okay. How many times did we lose? I'm not going to go around and add again because you don't want to. I don't want to go around and count. Shelby, please don't make me do it again. But the best thing is we don't even have to, do we? We don't have to, do we, Kathy? Because you can tell if you all play 220 total games and this many of them are wins. That's right, John. Start throwing stuff and breaking it, baby. How many are your losses? 97. Subtract them, right? These two have to add up to that one. So this minus this has to be this. Hey, we did pretty good. We won a bunch. What is the probability? This is the next question, I think, on the warm-up, right? Yes, what is the experimental probability on winning on a pass line? So I should turn the camera so you all can see what we're doing over here. I'm so sorry, you folks at home. I got to keep this FERPA compliant with this big-ass Christmas extension cord. Oh, God, that's too close to my face. Nobody needs to see that. Oh, shit, I'm already FERPA violation. I say, oh, God bless us. It's amazing I've had a 30-year math career. I'm not going to lie. How many times I've inadvertently broken laws. I used to record all my classes and then put them up on YouTube and then just put the links online. You can't do that. I'm like, I just did. Yes, I can. Yeah, exactly. Look what we just did. Well, you shouldn't because it's breaking the law. I'm like, what law? And then we just went down this rabbit hole. Anyway, okay. What's the probability that we win? John, what do you got?
55.9.
Where did that come from?
123 divided by 220.
Absolutely. Empirical probability, experimental probability, you take the number of successes divided by the total number of trials, right? Successes over trials. So since we had 123 successes out of 220 total trials, Whatever that is as a percentage is our probability. You say about 56%, roughly 55.9. I love it. 55.9%. We won more than half of the time. Check us out. That's awesome. That is awesome. We good so far? That's the time-consuming part. That's the time-consuming part. Now we're going to analyze the game proper, because that's just the probability part. Now we got to talk about pay. Now we got to talk about pay. In question 3, it says, if you, I could be upside down, I think. If you win on a pass line bet, you're handed $10. If you lose, they don't hand you anything. Based on those two payouts and the probability we just calculated, what is the expected value of a pass line bet? Use your 4-step process from yesterday. I will write it on the board if we need it.
So are we doing like the
Tuesday.
does the $10 have to be multiplied by the 220?
Oh baby, oh baby. Yes, you know what's up. First thing, identify your payouts, right? Identify your payouts. You know what they are. How many are there?
10 and 0.
There's just 10 and 0. There's only 2. Step 2, pair them with their probabilities. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, okay, Sean, there's only one probability there. I know what you're saying. Oh, but there isn't, is there? Isn't there a second one lurking in the shadows?
I thought there was way more.
Well, you either win or you lose. So if you win 55.9% of the time, you lose
50%. That's it. Your math isn't mathing.
if you, check it out, check it out. We lost 97 times. What's the chance of losing? What's the chance of losing? Do it the same way you do the chance of winning. Now we're interested in the losses, right, Kathy? And since we lost 97 times, it's still 97 out of 220, right? Same 220. Yeah? What's that equal to? 44.1 Kincaid, thank you. Is anybody seeing how we could have gotten 44.1 without going through that rigmarole of the fraction? This is a fun little probability move. I'm going to start teaching you this more and more as we go through the course because it's going to help you in stats class. Tell me how, Savannah.
Just based on the 55, or we just subtract that from
One of these two things has to happen, as Savannah just correctly pointed out. If this doesn't happen, this has to happen. So 100% of the time, you're either going to win or lose. There's no ties in craps. Well, not this bad anyway. There's no tie. Other bets there are, but not for a pass line bet. So if you win 55.9, you lose everything else. It's the same exact move we did right here, except we're using percentages and not trials. Is that okay? I feel like the whole room kind of inflated right then. We started talking about that. Okay? Fair, fair. Yes. Yes.
If they identifying the payouts, how? Because there's so many 7, so only 7.
Oh no.
11?
There's 2 payouts. No, you're done playing it. You can forget you ever learned craps,
Okay,
Jess.
okay.
There's 2 things you're going to get paid for this game. $10 or $0. That's all you can keep track of. What is the chance you're going to win $10 based on our numbers? 55.9%. What's the chance you're going to win $0 based on our numbers? 44.1. You can ignore all those 7s, 11s, whatever the hell. It was fun to learn.
But why?
Why could we ignore it?
Yeah.
Because we have the wins and the losses. All we got to worry about is winning or losing. How we get to the win and the loss is irrelevant. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now you know it. Because here's a better answer. Every casino game has its own probabilities. But at the end of the day, you either win or lose.
Okay.
How you get there is the path of the game. And honestly, as Brandy asked before, there's about 3 dozen ways to bet on a craps table.
Right.
I only taught you one today. So don't worry about trying to keep them all straight in your head. If you ever become like a professional craps player, don't, by the way. It's a very, very losing proposition. Even though you might be thinking it's great. Because who's looking at this and going, shit, why are we sitting in this class?
I think I was confused because when we were doing our notes the other day, it was like $1 maybe.
Oh, absolutely. That's because that game we did had more than 2 outcomes. And we'll see more of those. I think today, No, I think today's all 2 outcomes. But your homework will have multiple outcomes.
Sorry.
I'm gonna just projectile dry vomit at me. That was awesome. I felt that wrath. That was wonderful. Thank you. Why are you sorry? It's freaking genius. But no, that's why in step 1, it doesn't say identify the 2 payouts. Identify the payouts. In this case, there's only 2, and there's gonna be a probability for each one. Fair? Got you, girl. Good connection, good connection. And then, it's steps 3 and 4, all right? What are steps 3 and 4?
Multiply each payout by probably.
Boom! Multiply each 2 by its 1. Each of those by its that. And then step 4,
Add them up.
add them all up. Add up. Oh, we got Gen X laughter over there. Very good, very good. A little Violent Femmes laughter. That's good. Okay, all right. Sussing out this class. Okay, go do it. Do it. Do it. I know what you're thinking, Travis. Maybe. I might know what you're thinking.
Multiply by 0.
Yeah, so that actually cancels in this particular case. But just go ahead and do it now.
Okay.
Just go ahead and do it. In reality, it won't be a 0, brother.
Okay.
In reality, it won't be. But we haven't talked about that yet. We haven't talked about that yet. Because Harry on a dry heave that I saw about homework, she's really gonna dry heave when I tell her about what we have to count for. So it's not how many payouts. What are the payouts? $10 and $0, right? $10 if you win, $0 if you lose. I'm gonna do it on the board. Come around here, y'all. Whoa, that's zoomed way. Oh God, there's my nose. I'm slightly Italian. Slightly.
That's genius.
All right, I pull a window up here.
You only have 1 child?
We had 220 trials, but we turned those into. Oh, child. Just Max, yeah. I can't imagine having more than anybody with more than 1 kid is a magician. I don't know how you do it. Seriously.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad? Really?
They play with each other and use them all.
Okay. I'll take that under advisement, as I don't have a second kid. All right, I'm gonna do this with you. So the top line of your probability payment is $10 times 55.9%, right? I'm gonna tell you this right now. I like using decimals for I don't like using percentages. Because so the top line, $5.59 across your top line, 5.59. If you do the top one, Okay, I don't like using percentages. I use decimals instead because, let's say you forget and you use the percent and you call it 55.9% like that, right? That's not right. That's 100 times too big. And that's because 55.9 is not equal to 55.9%. 55.9% is 55.9%. Does that make sense? It's this very, very common error that students make constantly in all of our math classes. From Math 15 all the way to 300 level math classes at OSU. People screw this up all the time. It's really easy when you're working fast. That symbol, that percent symbol that I drew over there, it's really easy to forget to put that symbol in your calculation. And then the computer doesn't know what the hell you mean, because it doesn't know. It's not listening to us talk about percentages. Is that okay? I just saw the whole, again, the room just kind of okay, I'll stop talking about it. Okay, what's the second line when you multiply 0 by 44.1? 0! That's a goose egg. So therefore, our expected value, add those two together, and what is our expected value? $5.59. Again, why are we sitting here? That's a positive number, isn't it? It's a positive number, which means on average we are winning money. Why are we sitting here? Why are we not in Warm Springs right now? At Indian Head, playing craps? Anybody have an answer? Shelby?
Is
Well,
it,
some of you are underage, but that's okay. Go ahead, Shelby.
is it because the amount of people, like, times you're playing, it changes?
There's two things. I like that. Yes, you've nailed one of them, Shelby. I'm gonna show you one thing, because I knew this, I shouldn't say I knew, I thought this might happen. May I shut down the flow chart? Are we done with the flow chart? Is that okay if I close this out? Okay, I'm gonna save that. Okay, what I did instead, because I thought this might, with only a couple hundred trials, it's really hard to kind of see what's going on. So what I did was I built a simulator that's gonna play craps for us. So it's a little low budge. It's not a whole lot here. But what it's doing is, it's throwing your 2 dice over here. So right now, opening roll, 4 and a 3, that's a win. Win. And over here, it's gonna keep track of wins total and wins cumulative and all that stuff. Okay, I'll play again. This one had an opening roll of 7 again, with a 2 and a 5 versus a 5 and 2. Yay us, that's another win. This one had an opening roll of 6 and a 3. Now, a 6 and a 3, as you know, you're not done with a 6 and a 3, right? Let's keep going. I've got all that hidden behind the graph. I've got Excel playing it all out. So what happened in this case was we rolled a 9, and then it kept playing, and we must have gotten a 7 before the 9 happened again. That's why it's a loss. Is that fair, John? Does that answer your question? You're okay, my man. Yeah, this is just the opening roll. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and let this thing play, and we're going to watch those probabilities for a little while. I'm going to let this game play. This addresses Shelby's issue right here. Watch this.
Okay, so the reason that they're not here until later, so I would 7 at once. It's a 7.
Say that again. Oh, that's a good point. Nobody wants to waste their time in a casino playing this many games unless
Never been a DJ.
unless the games are good for us. Because according to what we saw over here, the games were great.